Dear students, welcome back to geography class. Today we are going to study about tea plantation in India. Through this video, we completed the introduction, types of tea, climatic requirements, methods of cultivation, harvesting and processing, problems of tea plantation, areas and states, health benefits, and the economic importance. Plantation farming. It is the production of a single crop on a large scale by using the scientific methods mainly for sale, commercial use for earning money. Example, tea, coffee, rubber. This is all known as cash crops. These plantations were introduced in India by Europeans in the 19th century. The main features are: one crop is cultivated using the modern scientific methods on a large tract of land. Fertilizers are used extensively. Commercial crops are grown for sale. A large amount of capital is invested. You all knowing that tea is the most important beverage crop of India. Tea plant is a bush with evergreen leaves. The upper surface of which are shiny and the undersides are the matte and paler. The young leaves and buds are covered with a light silvery down. Hence, they are known as pekoe, or after the Chinese word pako, which means fine hair or down. Tea bushes are supposed to be indigenous to China, from China, no? But in 1823, British Major Robert Bruce, he told that India also, in Assam also, very easy to grow. Tea bushes are supposed to be indigenous in China. According to the legend, the use of tea was discovered by Emperor Shenong China about 2737 BC. Tea is an important beverage liked by both the aristocrats and common man because of its unique taste and certain inherent qualities as a translator of the man. Now we can continue the tea plantation in India. It was Major Robert Bruce who discovered in 1823 that indigenous tea bushes grew wild on the hillsides of Upper Assam. Following this information, tea plantations were set up in Brahmaputra Valley in Assam by British Governor General Lord William Bentinck in 1839. The commercial planting of tea began around 1840, when tea seeds were imported from China and planted on the plains of northeastern India. By 1859, there were 30 tea plantations in Assam. Tea bush is a tropical and subtropical plant. India is the largest producer and consumer of black tea. Thereafter, tea plantations were set up in Nilagiri Hills to South India. Then tea bush is tropical and subtropical plant. First, Brahmaputra Valley in Assam. Then you can see that continuously started to growing in Darjeeling, Nilagiri Hills in South India. And this tea, there are mainly 3 varieties of available in India. All over the world you can see that 3 types of tea: black tea, green tea, oolong tea. Keep in your mind, black tea, green tea, oolong tea. Green tea and oolong teas are more popular in China, Japan and also Taiwan. Black tea after drying is preferred in India, the European countries and Western countries. Okay, I told you 3 types of teas: There are three main types: black tea, green tea, oolong tea. Brick tea, inferior quality. Fourth one also there, but it is not usually using. Most of the green and oolong tea come from China, Japan and Taiwan. Black tea is preferred in India, European and Western countries. The brick tea is normally consumed in Russia and Tibet. We can continue to study that tea bush grows well in well-drained, deep, friable loams with porous subsoil. The stagnant water is injurious to its roots. More water is injurious. Hence, sandy loams are the best. Virgin forest soils rich in humus and iron contents are considered to be the best for tea plantations. Here you can see the geographical requirements, temperature. The ideal temperature for growth of tea, that is 13 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius. Temperature below 10 degrees Celsius and above 35 degrees Celsius is harmful to the crop. The alternative cool and warm waves are very helpful for tea leaves. Tea is shade-loving plant and develop more vigorously when planted along shady trees. Frost is also harmful. After the temperature, we can continue to study about rainfall. Rainfall, you know, the tea bushes requires about 150 to 250 centimeter annual rainfall, well distributed throughout the year, while prolonged dry spell is harmful for tea. High humidity, heavy dew and a morning fog favor the rapid development of young leaves. Tea cannot withstand stagnant water. I already told you stagnant water, collection of water is very easy to injurious the tea plants. 150 to 250 centimeter annual rainfall is very essential for the growth of tea. And the temperature also, remember, 13 to 35 degrees Celsius. The soil requirements. Tea plant requires well-drained, deep, friable, loamy soil. Also the forest land rich in organic matter with a porous subsoil. Stagnant collection of water is injurious to its roots. Hence sandy loams are the best. Soil should be gently rolled so as to prevent waterlogging. To prevent waterlogging, which is harmful for the growth of tea bushes. Tea is grown on hill slopes. It grows equally well in the valley if the drainage is good, and some of the finest plantations in Assam are found in level ground. Okay. The regular tilling of the soils to remove the weeds is essential. To avoid waterlogging, tea is, the soil must be deep and have a moderately open texture. Virgin forest soil containing a good amount of iron and humus is the best one. The nitrogenous fertilizers like ammonium sulfate increase the yield. A large portion of phosphorus and potash impart special flavor to tea as in case of Darjeeling tea. However, regular tilling of the soil to remove the weeds is essential. It grows equally well in the valley if drainage is good. The tea can be grown. See here, the water must drain away. It is grown on hill slopes up to altitude of 2000 meters. Very nice to look. And the women, laborers are usually preferring for the plucking of tea leaves. The women have patience, and usually, they are getting very less wages. The owners can give very less wages. But because of that reason also, usually they kept women laborers for plucking. The fine plucking done by the women laborers. Methods of cultivation. Methods of cultivations. I can continue the next video. Okay, thank you students.